What is going on, you guys? Riley on Gemmy Inflatable Fans 98, and I got a really awesome video for you guys today. This is the Gemmy 2022 6-foot tall Hitchhiking Ghost inflatable, or Hitchhiking Ghost in Dune Buggy inflatable. This is one I actually just picked up the day I'm recording this, which is August 27th. I actually had to travel a little bit to get this one today because it was sold out after just a week at my store. So these things are selling like crazy, and and to be honest with you, I'm not surprised. This is a license. I mean, Disney's a license that Gemmy's had for a long time, and the fact that they're finally doing some stuff with the Disney rides, the Disney World, Disneyland rides, is just so awesome. And as you guys know, I have the Haunted Mansion one from last year that was sold on Seasons Inflatables, I believe. And that same one is actually being sold at Home Depot this year, which is pretty cool. And this is basically the same exact inflatable, same exact design, essentially, only with the ghost being inside of the ride vehicle you can find at, you know, all the Disney parks around the world. And as you guys know, I'm a huge Disney fan, huge Disney parks fan. So this was one of the ones, even though I had the one from last year, I'm just a sucker for this kind of thing. And the fact that it comes in the ride vehicle is just so awesome to me, and I had to get this. If you guys saw the shorter video on this one, it wasn't from me. For some of you OG followers of the channel out there, from when this channel was first created, there was another member on this channel known as Gemmy John 8, and he used to make, you know, full reviews and everything on the channel, but he kind of just, you know, I wouldn't say gave up on it. He still buys things, he still does displays and stuff. So a lot of you people are getting confused about whose displays are who. So usually the videos and displays, you know, where nobody talks in is Gemmy John 8, but the ones that I talk in are obviously me. So that's kind of how you can tell the difference. He just doesn't, you know, and I haven't made a video in a long time, and he just doesn't have the time and stuff to do it either. But I still try to make the time, especially when the new ones come out, especially when the ones that I want to review come out. I'm always, you know, trying to get right on top of making videos for you guys. I'm definitely a little late on this one. This one's been out for a while. Yeah, guys, I am extremely excited to take this out and inflate it. So let me pause the video and I'll be right back. Alrighty, guys, so it's all taken out of the box here. So let's plug it in and inflate it. So like I said, guys, just to reiterate, this is a full review of this thing. Again, the other one was not my video, and like I said, Gemmy John 8 has been a member on this channel since this channel started, and I pretty much run the channel, but you know, he'll post things here and there, and I just kind of want to clarify, you know, a lot of people get confused about that and stuff, but wow, this thing is awesome, and it's actually a lot bigger than I expected. So here it is, guys. Let me back up a little bit here. Get my wide lens on here so you guys can see it a little better. So this is extremely awesome. And if you guys know the design from last year and again this year, the one that's being sold at Home Depot this year, this is basically the same. The characters in it are in the same poses and stuff. Obviously, I don't even know if I'd consider them a smaller scale. But they're kind of cut in half, obviously, because they're in the ride vehicle. I wouldn't say these are a smaller scale of the characters because they look about the same size as that other scene. But again, like obviously, like I said, they're sitting in the ride vehicle, and it's a pretty accurate depiction of the ride vehicle. I mean, the ride vehicle is nothing elaborate or special. It's known as the Doom Buggy for all you Disney Parks fans out there. And it's a really cool one. This one's definitely going to be front and center in my display this year. Last year, I had that other section of my display where I had like the Stay Puft and all that, and I think the other design's going to go over there this year. but I actually did get a few other inflatables this year for Halloween, so stay tuned for those reviews because I really want to review all of them. But this one's just awesome. This was one of the ones that was on my list to get from the beginning. Even though, like I said, I had the one from last year, I had to get this one. I'm a Disney parks fanatic. Me and my family go every year to Disney World, and it's just, this is awesome. And I hope they continue to do things like this. Although, you know, it may not happen with other rides, even though I hope it does. Just because this one really has to do with Halloween and stuff, and, you know, Haunted Mansion, obviously it's got, like, you know, it's got something to do with Halloween. There's also another Haunted Mansion inflatable out this year that's a light show, which is also being sold on Seasons Inflatables, but it's $250, and I just feel like I can't see myself spending that much on an inflatable. If it does go on sale on that website, I'll probably consider it, but $250 for an inflatable is just a little steep for my liking. This one here probably cost, I think it was $139 plus tax, obviously, depending on what state you're living in. Little bit pricey on this one, especially since it's not animated or anything, but it is licensed, obviously. But definitely a little steep on the price. Like I said, I just, you know, I love Disney parks, and this one is super awesome. It's not gonna do its justice much. I got the lights on behind me, which is on a different switch. I can't really get to it right now. But obviously the ghosts light up pretty good. The Doom Buggy itself, there's only the two lights in the front there lighting up the Haunted Mansion sign. But there's nothing around, you know, the top part of it. But I think people will get the gist of it when they do drive by my display, or, you know, if you get this in your display, they'll get the gist of it. Especially if you didn't get the one last year. Again, there is the original design from last year that's being sold at Home Depot, but it doesn't include the ride vehicle like this one does. And I would recommend getting, if you guys want at least one of them, I would recommend getting these things as soon as you see this video, as soon as you can. I actually had to drive a little ways to get this one. I had to drive around 40 minutes from my house today to get this one, and it was the last one in the store. Milo's was completely sold out of them, and actually Milo's, at the date I'm recording this, August 27th, Milo's was completely gone, like sold out of these things, and Milo's just started getting actually I think they were fully set up just last week. I went a couple weeks ago and they only had about half their stuff out, and they did not have this one. And then I just went back, I think the 24th, and they were out of this already, as well as the Mickey pumpkin, the big Mickey jack-o'-lantern, I should say, pumpkin jack-o'-lantern. So if you guys want either of those designs, I would recommend seriously going as soon as you see this video, as soon as you can, and going to try to pick them up, especially if you know your Lowe's has them. Go as soon as you can. There's a lot of scalpers out there, a lot of people that like to buy these things out and resell them. So that's one of the main issues. So like I said, yeah, just go out there and buy one of these if you really want it. Again, I had to drive a little ways to get mine, but yeah, anyway, thank you for watching. Riley on Gemmy Inflatable Fans 98. Like and subscribe.